trust me, you've never seen any electric bike like this. This is a Gnargo. I mean, look at these bikes. In this video, we're going to see how they're made in Bentonville, Arkansas right now.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. All right, now we're really going to see how it's done.
Our bikes are made right here in this building. So these are some of the frames we just picked up from burn off last month. So you've got your main head tube that's gonna go up to your handlebars, and then you have your head tube that's gonna go down to your fork. Just this is what they want to ride.
All right, let's go in and meet Gnargo Bikes.
Hey, welcome to Gnargo.
All right, we are joined with Zach, co-founder of Gnargo, and he's going to show us some pretty cool stuff that I'm sure you haven't seen before.
All right, so welcome to the shop. This is just our small little retail shop where I'll give you a sneak peek before we go behind the curtain. So we make these cargo bikes in this building. We have a pretty unique process that we'll go through in a few minutes. But each of these bikes is, these are demo bikes, but each one is a custom bike that ends up at the custom. This is a customer's bike that we're picking it up at the end of the month. So he wanted it to look like a cherry upside down, and I guess it kind of does. But over here, we got the shop. We've got a pretty nice little shop, I guess. It's enough for us to get as many bikes done a week as we need to. One of the things that I guess I'll jump over to before we even go to assembly is how we build our bikes. And we start actually with a classic steel frame. So across the street from this building is a place called Pedal It Forward. And it's a community bike shop that I was volunteering at 5 years ago. And I saw these frames going to a recycling facility. And I grabbed a couple, brought them home, and actually these days we actually get them all blasted off and burnt off. So all the grease, all the paint's gone. But anybody out there that knows what this frame is, post in the comments.
There'll be a prize.
Yeah, there you go. Don't look at that part though. Anyway, so I took home a couple of frames and I built some bikes. I built some cargo bikes during COVID when it was really difficult to import cargo bikes. And so after that, they rode pretty well, and our neighbors wanted a couple. And lo and behold, 2 years later, we have an LLC, and we've sold over 100 bikes. And would love to show you just some more of the frame shop here. So these are some of the frames we just picked up from burn off last month. And you can see we've got quite a stockpile of frames. But one of the really cool things that we haven't mentioned yet is that each of the frames that we buy from a community bike shop, they're actually able to use those funds to fix 2 bikes to hand back out to the community. So that's something that makes us unique. You know, we pick up 1 bike and then there's 2 bikes that go back out to the community, and the one that we take gets reimagined into something a lot more cool.
Something that's really unique is that obviously all these frames are from different brands, from the big name brands, right? Trek, GT.
We don't know what this one is. Yes.
What are some of the other brands that are just
Bianchi? So there's a Centurion back there. Giant, I think you mentioned, is a huge, we get a lot of Giants. But then you get a lot of the frames from back in the day, like the early 70s frames that you didn't think were worth much, but those are some thick steel and you can build an electric bike on them.
Made to last.
Yeah.
And here, something that I like to see, and I think something the audience will appreciate, is more of a mid-step. So you can imagine that that would be a little bit more of an accessible frame for someone to get over.
From the raw frame, we come in and we cut off the head tube, and we cut off some or all the bottom tube. On this particular bike, we cut off all of it. And then we replace it with a new head tube, much longer head tube. 2 of them, as a matter of fact. So you've got your main head tube that's gonna go up to your handlebars, and then you have your head tube that's gonna go down to your fork. And that's kind of a unique thing to front loaders, you know? So this is how we make our bikes.
All right, now we're really going to see how it's done.
So you guys came on a really special day. John's over here welding. He's getting the cargo mounts ready for this loop loader. And just to be clear, our bikes are made right here in this building. We assemble them, we do everything here except for the powder coating.
There we go. All right, where did you hit this spot? Or here?
Yeah, right there.
There we go. So welded right here in Bentonville.
Yes.
Super cool to see in person.
Absolutely.
And does John do every frame is welded by you?
Yeah, absolutely.
John's the man. If you buy a bike, that's who did it.
Absolutely. So we just got back from powder coat with this schoolie frame, and I love this finish. It's got a nice solid color to it. These powder coat finishes are bulletproof. They're an industrial finish. This teal might seem kind of boring, but then take a look at this. This is a beautiful, like, sparkly purple, hard to see maybe through the video, but it shows a really pretty silver through the purple. We really want each of our customers to feel like their bike is an embodiment of themselves. We want each customer to just take this out 4 out of 5 of their trips around town and not even think about it. Just this is what they want to ride, because it's an extension of themselves. This is a pretty basic front loader demo bike of ours, but this is a custom paint job from Saluit. It was at Crystal Bridges, and that was like number 5 bike that we made, and it's been in a demo fleet since. But each of these demo bikes has inspired someone to get their own custom bike built.
And suffice to say, I mean, you could customize anything because all these frames are, you built it from scratch.
Yeah.
If someone has any special requirements, different tires, different...
Let's take a look at this customer.
Yeah.
This customer, it looks kind of crazy from not having a platform right here, but imagine if you had a skateboard mounted right here upside down and you have some platforms right here. You've got yourself a long tail front loader cargo bike that we built out of this classic giant frame. Absolutely, that bike is going to cost the customer less than $4,000 as well. So thanks to the circular economy, we're helping the end customer save money as well. So back here we have our hub motor that we've worked with a manufacturer over in China on to make it super torquey. It's got a 4 extra magnets in it that makes it really torquey with a heavy load. It is a virtually silent motor. Because we're putting all of the drive directly to the axle, we're able to use Altus components that last upwards of 4,000 miles without needing replacement, which we really like. We want you to have an affordable bike all the time. On the rear, because we are using existing frames, we do put torque arm on it to help support so it never spins out of those dropouts. The rear hub motor is a 750 watt rear hub motor with a 1250 peak. The battery capacity on this model, which is the loop loader and the classic, both come with 16 amp hour, and the schoolie, which Will's working on back here in the background, comes with a 13 amp hour battery. It also, the schoolie has the same exact 750 watt rear hub motor that the other cargo bikes have. So it is very fast, very fun.
And so this customer obviously wanted street tires, and this customer opted for more of a, I don't know, gravel tread, if you will.
You got it. Yeah, this customer was looking for a gravel grinder that they could take a picnic. This customer wanted their Airbnb guests to be able to use it 3 at a time. Yeah. So another part of the customizations that all of our base models have are the different webbing colors that you can pick from. We have 12 different webbing colors that can make up all kinds of crazy patterns. that are perfect for the platform for your cargo bike. These clean up really well. Muck off cleans them super well. And you know, they're safety built, so it is very good material. All right, so over here in our demo area, we've got our 3 models. We'll start with the biggest. So our original cargo bike, the classic cargo, $3,500 base price, will get you this bike. And you're gonna have your custom cargo webbing, full-size cargo. We're gonna go to our next model, which is our #1 model. I'm sorry, you gotta look up there, but that's a sold bike, so it's not a demo fleet. It is very unique because it has a shorter wheelbase, but it still has that large carrying capacity. You can see here, this is a rack off of the loop loader. You're losing a few inches here. It's still got quite a bit of a cargo capacity. Whenever we first started the company and we had our classic cargo, one of the things we heard was it doesn't fit on our car carrier. And that's where the loop loader came in. And the other thing we heard was we can't get it up to our apartment. And that's where the schoolie came in. Here's a schoolie over here, you might be able to see better. The schoolie is built on a road bike geometry. It has a 27.5-inch rear wheel. Still has that big motor inside, but you can take off the battery, remove that 16 pounds that the battery weighs, and you can put this in an elevator. You can take it up on a set of stairs, but it's intended for a college age person and a younger adult. And it was our top seller until we came out with the loop loader, which has really been something people have loved because it ships in a normal shipping box and fits on that car carrier. So anybody who's ridden a cargo bike knows how important the center stand is. We've gone through a lot of work to find this center stand. We partner with Ursus, and this center stand is awesome. Like, you can set it on a hill and it sits up fine. I personally like to just hang out on the front of my bike when I'm waiting for my kids at school line. But it's a great center stand, and it tucks away really nice, gets out of the way of everything, and doesn't weigh too much.
So you might be looking at these bikes saying, how can I buy one?
Well, you can buy one on our website, gnargobike.co. You can also call us, but we also ship. So you can see this YT box in the background. We partner with YT. All of their boxes that they have left over, we use to ship out across the United States and the world. So another upcycle component of our supply chain.
All right, that's it. E-bikes, handmade in Bentonville, Arkansas. If you want to know more, you want to see the performance of that motor, be sure to subscribe. We'll be doing a full review on the bike, giving you all the details that we might have glossed over, going through how the bikes are built in this video. Thanks to Zach for hosting us. We'll link their website down below. Do reach out, they're happy to help.
Yeah, if you're in town, schedule a test ride. Come on by the shop and hang out.
All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.